Welcome friends. This video is part of the series Daily Digest of Current Affairs, where you get your daily dose of current affairs regarding events and news articles, which are important from the examiner's perspective. So before we begin the video, there are some basic instructions which would help you to understand this content in a much better way. First of all, you can pause the video once the question with all its options appear on the screen and take your time to answer it. After a certain time, the answer to the question will appear on the screen. And at last, you can increase the speed of the video as per your convenience from the drop menu on the top right side of the screen. So with this, let's begin our today's video. So the first question is, which among the following countries was not a member of the first Quad Leaders Summit held on 12th March 2021? Option A, India. Option B, USA. Option C, Japan. Or D, Russia. Think about it and then answer the question wisely. It's not a very hard question. The correct answer is Russia. The first Quad Leaders Summit was held virtually on 12th March 2021. PM Narendra Modi, PM of Australia Scott Morrison, Japanese PM Yoshihide Suga, and US President Joseph R. Biden had participated in the first Leaders Summit of the Quadrilateral Framework. The leaders exchanged views on practical areas of cooperation towards maintaining a free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific region. With this, let's move on to the second question of today's video. Which of these organizations celebrated its 36th Inception Day on 11th March? A. Central Bureau of Investigation. B. Central Industrial Security Force. C. National Crime Records Bureau. Or D. National Human Rights Commission. Take your time. Correct answer to this question is National Crime Records Bureau. National Crime Records Bureau, or NCRB, celebrated its 36th Inception Day on 11th March 2021. Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla presided over the function. NCRB, or National Crime Records Bureau, is an Indian government agency responsible for collecting and analyzing crime data as defined by the Indian Penal Code and special and local laws. It is headquartered in New Delhi and was set up in the year 1986. I hope that the video is a bit informative to you all. So let's spread a bit more information and let's know a bit more and move on to our third question, which is, which among the following authorities launched its first virtual trade fair on 10th March 2021 to boost the export of agricultural and processed food products? A. Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. B. National Development for Agriculture and Rural Development. C. Food Corporation of India. Or is it D. Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare? The correct answer is Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority, that is APEDA. The Agricultural and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority launched its first virtual trade fair on 10th March 2021. The fair was concluded on 12th March 2021. It was to boost the export of agricultural and processed food products. I hope you understood the question, and let's move on towards our fourth question of the video, which is, in March 2021, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited has acquired 5% stake in which of the following companies? Here we are talking about ONGC. Okay, so the options are Gas Authority of India, B. Indian Gas Exchange, C. Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited, or D. Indian Oil Corporation Limited. The correct answer to the question is Indian Gas Exchange or IGX. Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, that is ONGC, signed a share purchase and shareholders agreement, also called as SPSHA, with the Indian Gas Exchange and the Indian Energy Exchange on March 10th of 2021. As per the agreement, ONGC has acquired 5% equity in IGX, that is Indian Gas Exchange. ONGC is aligned to the government's vision of increasing the share of gas in the energy mix to 15% by 2030. I hope you understood the question and the answer too. If you have any doubts, then do comment them and I will try to answer each one of you. The next question is Dadi Hriday Mohini passed away on 11th March 2021. She was the Chief Minister of which of the following spiritual organization? Remember this, we are not talking about a Chief Minister of a state but of a spiritual organization. Okay, so the options are option A, the Art of Living Foundation in Bangalore, option B, Isha Foundation in Coimbatore, C, Brahma Kumaris in Mount Abu, or D, ISKCON. Think about it carefully before you answer, okay? You might have heard these names somewhere in your life. The correct answer is Brahma Kumaris of Mount Abu. Brahma Kumari's Chief Administrator, or you can say Chief Minister, Dadi Hriday Mohini, passed away on 11th March 2021. Dadi Mohini was appointed as the Chief Administrator of the organization after the death of its former Chief Dadi Janki a year ago in March 2020. The Brahma Kumaris is a spiritual organization that teaches a form of meditation that focuses on identity as souls as opposed to bodies. Okay, so it was Brahma Kumaris, and you all know the name. You all might have heard the name somewhere. The next question that we are going to discuss is Ottens, the Dutch engineer who passed away on 7th March 2021, was well known for which of the following inventions? A. Audio cassette tape, B. Microphone, C. Microscope, or D. Diesel engine. I don't think this question would be very hard for you all because you all might have read about this static GK, this in static GK, I guess. So the answer to this question is audio cassette tapes. Ottens, the Dutch engineer who invented the audio cassette tape, passed away on 7th March 2021. That's why it is one of the important questions of current affairs. He also engineered the concept of magnetic tape players and computer discs, or you can say compact disc, that is CD, often founded the cassettes in 1960s when he was employed with tech giant Philips. Let's move on to the next question. I think that you would be familiar with the next question, as I had already talked about this question in the previous video too. So if you haven't watched it yet, go and watch it. Question number 7 is PM Modi flagged off Padyatra from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi on 12th March 2021 to commemorate which of the following historic events? A. International Women's Day, B. 50 years of 1971 Liberation War of Bangladesh, C. 125th birth anniversary of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, or D. 75 years of India's independence. The correct answer to the question is 75 years of India's independence. PM Modi on 12th March 2021 will inaugurate the curtain raiser activities of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to commemorate 75 years of India's independence. He also flagged the Freedom March or Padayatra from Sabarmati Ashram. The Padayatra was undertaken by 1881 marchers from Sabarmati Ashram in Ahmedabad to Dandi in Navsari. A journey of 241 miles will end on April 5, lasting for 25 days. Which of the following days is celebrated every year on the second Thursday of March? A. World Braille Day. B. World Kidney Day. C. World Pulses Day. Or D. Zero Discrimination Day. You might have read about the important days that are celebrated every year. So this should not be a very hard question for you. The correct answer to the question is World Kidney Day. World Kidney Day is celebrated every year on the second Thursday of March. In 2021, the day was celebrated on 11 March with a theme Living Well with Kidney Disease. It aims to raise awareness of the importance of kidneys and to reduce the frequency and impact of kidney disease and its associated health problems worldwide. 10% of the population worldwide is affected by chronic kidney disease (CKD), with over 2 million people worldwide receiving treatment with dialysis or a kidney transplant. World Braille Day, that was mentioned in the question, option number A, is celebrated on 4th January. World Pulses Day is celebrated on 10th February, and Zero Discrimination Day is celebrated on 1 March. So try to remember these also. And let's move on to the second last question of the video. In March 2021, which of the following demonstrated on Air Independent Propulsion system that will allow Indian Navy submarines to operate for up to 2 weeks without having to surface to recharge their batteries? A. ISRO, B. Hull, C. Bharat Electronics, or D. DRDO. The correct answer is DRDO. DRDO crossed an important milestone on 8 March 2021 when it demonstrated an air-independent propulsion system that will allow Indian Navy submarines to operate for up to 2 weeks without having to surface to recharge their batteries. The system has been developed by Naval Materials Research Laboratory (NMRL) of DRDO. 6 Project 75I submarines will be powered by AIP systems. With this, let's finish the video with our last question, that is, with which country is India conducting a joint exercise named Dustlik in March 2021 in Chaubatia near Ranikhet in Uttarakhand? A. Iran, B. Uzbekistan, C. Australia, or D. Spain? The correct answer is Uzbekistan. The armies of India and Uzbekistan are carrying out a joint exercise from March 9, 2021 to 21 March 2021 in Chaubatia near Ranikhet in Uttarakhand. The second edition of exercise Dustlik is aimed at carrying out joint counter-terror operations in a mountainous, rural and urban scenario. The Indian Army is being represented by 13 Kumaon known as Rezangla Battalion. Let's know basic facts about Uzbekistan. The capital of Uzbekistan is Tashkent and the currency is Uzbekistani Som. So this was all the 10 questions that we were going to discuss today. But I also have a homework for you. That is, you have to answer the question and write down the correct answer in the comment box. The question is, who has been appointed as Wipro's CEO for Europe business? I repeat, who has been appointed as Wipro's CEO for Europe business? So whosoever answers the question first will get a shout out in the next video. And I will tell you the correct answer in the next video too. And we will be back with you guys with our new video tomorrow. Hope so you enjoyed the video. If you found it informative and useful, do share the video and subscribe to our channel for more latest updates. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Goodbye and take care. Welcome friends. This video is